We are underway here at Peter Barton Lacrosse Stadium. No score between Villanova and Denver here. First quarter, this first shot inside. And one official says it's in, the other one waves it off. No goal for the Wildcats. This will be the second possession for the Pioneers. Mick Kelly shot on the opening possession was saved. And here's a big hit, look out. Matt Licata laying the wood. The Pioneers still attacking right in front. They score. Merrick Zagornis puts it in. 1-0 Denver.
Welcome in, fans. What a play. You get a big stop on your defensive end of Malcolm Cleveland. Get a great stop. Unsure if it was because the Villanova player went into the crease first or went to the goal mouth, but a great job of coming up. Action. Bodies hitting the floor, but a great job by Noah Manning.
Now they're going to have to go on the other side of midfield. Luke Williams will start with it. He's able to get it across, spinning out of trouble. Rising shot there. Cleveland got a piece of it. The opponent scored on their opening possession, and that's not the case here. So he knew that getting off to a good start would be a big deal. And this is a Wildcats team that really comes at you from the opening whistle. Opening face-off, they're looking to attack, and Colin Mishner able to score here, 14th of the season, first of the game for the Wildcats. We're tied at 1.
Mishner, red shirt sophomore, the lefty. Seems like all he does is just put up goals, but he does a great job, just keep driving up, using his body to keep gaining separation from his guy and just banging that body, he's getting up top, gets his hands free.
In the 13-6 win over the 7th-ranked Duke Blue Devils at a neutral site down in Dallas, Texas. Highland Park High School to be exact. Here comes Kelly from the outside. Gives the Pioneers the lead back.
As we watch this replay, I am loving the confidence that Mick Kelly has been playing with this year. For his first 3 years, his shooting percentage has not been something where he's probably wanted to be. So finally, as a senior, the shooting percentage has gotten better, but watch him as a shooter. He is so much more confident. His first couple years, he was just throwing that ball at the ground and some bounce shots. Now he's actually picking his spot.
43% conversion rate. In a man-up situation, Manning's shot got sent back, but he gets it back for his team. 10 seconds on the clock here. The feed in front, it's in, 3-1, Denver. Daniel Clark able to put it in, his second of the season.
A little Canadian to Canadian action. Cody Malowski sees Daniel Clark on the inside and says, hey, bud, why don't you finish that for me? Does a great job just catching that ball on the inside. Two Canadians who trust each other with pressure to the inside. Great job by Clark of just catching that ball, keeping his feet moving.
Another save by Cleveland as Mishner. Cloku, they're playing catch here. 5 minutes remaining here, first quarter. 18 on the shot clock. Tortolani to Manning on the top side. He's looking to sneak in front, gets there, save made. Fargione able to make the stop. And Caldwell able to come over. Davis was calling for some help, and they were able to make the switch. He's double teamed now, retreating. Working on the top side, pass out to Gavin Mishner. Cleveland with a stop.
Standing tall, watching that ball all the way into his stick.
Kelly lets one go from the outside. Fargione tracking it all the way with the stop. Lucchese. Gavin Mishner again off the pipe on the far side. That one just grazing that upper 90. They got the reset of the clock. The feed right in front. Raymond in the air, able to finish. 3-2, Pioneers on top, but that cuts the lead to 1.
That mismatch that we were talking about just happened right there. As Luke Raven was able to get behind, goes acrobat, pays the price, but the ball's in the back of the net.
$15 on the game clock. Zagornis up top, shot from the outside, save made by Fargione. A rebound, knocked around. And one thing that you could see from this game already, and the Villanova fans know, he'll hit you. He's one of the hardest playing guys, and he already delivered a big hit. He's willing to fight and play so hard. That one low on Cleveland, able to beat him. Luke Hasey able to put it in. The sophomore, the hometown kid from Villanova, Pennsylvania, with his 10th of the season, and we are tied at 3.
There's been something that's kind of been a little bit of an Achilles heel for this Denver defense the past couple weeks, is giving up these outside shots that are going in. So Luke Hasey gets his hands free from 12 yards.
Pass across the crease, what a delivery, and Daniel Flame, the freshman, puts it in to give Villanova their first lead of the game, 4-3.
Flame, just a little backdoor cut on the inside. Recognize his defender as the hot defender, meaning that his defender's gonna be the one that's sliding, so he just backdoor cuts him. And Mickner does a great job of just keeping heads up and just feeding that backside. Now we saw it on the other end. Mick Kelly on the possession before was trying to make a look like that and forced it.
Low shot, that one stopped, but it's up for grabs. Manning trying to come up with it. And coming out of it once again is Kemmler, leads the team in ground balls, and here comes Villanova. Wild pass there, and the Pioneers catch a break. Kemmler
We've got numbers if we want to push a little reverse transition.
Overly, right in front to Manning, he scores! We are tied at 4. Manning's second point, first goal. He's now got 19 goals, 29 points on the season.
Man, that's a play that's fun for a crowd, fun for watching this game. It makes lacrosse so much fun. You're going back and forth, transition opportunities both ways. And there is a red flag, and then Coach Carrata actually wants to challenge that. As soon as that goal went in, I actually was nervous that when Noah Manning actually shot that ball, that his inner right hand then did land into that inner goal mouth.
And you can see from the hand signals there after video review, goal is good. Manning back to Kelly. Tortolani now underneath. Malowski. Back to even strength. Manning in front. Puts it in. His second of the game. And Denver with the lead back.
Another DU power play, another Canadian to Canadian. Cody Malowski fires that ball from that top left side down to that bottom right. Noah Manning does a great job of just presenting himself, keeping his feet moving into the middle of the goal. Keeps his feet completely out of the crease on that one and just easily puts that by Fargone.
Later this season, Malowski firing that one. Fargione with the save, got his body in the way that time.
Fargione's been tested early in this game already in this first half, and he's answered the bell. He's been seeing a lot of shots from really good scoring opportunities, and been able to make the save with his stick or with his body like he did on that one. And a great ride by this Denver attack.
Manning able to knock it free. 2-0. Fargione with a save.
That's a highlight save. Send that one into Sports Center because that is a ridiculous save to his off-stick side low.
Mercado will restart in the near corner. Clouds have moved in.
Great check.
Wilson, the All-American for the Pioneers, does what he does best.
That's why Casey Wilson will be a top 10 draft pick, and not only the PLL draft, but also in the indoor league.
And that's an errant pass from the Pioneers. Raymond easily able to come up with it. And Gavin Mishner gets rocked there right at the crease.
Body's hitting the ground. Daniel Clark actually, I think, is going to be the one that gets called for it, comes back and just gets him.
Casey, now Mishner. Wildcats continue to move
Great
it.
save.
Cleveland with a stop.
Denver going into a little bit of a big little look of bringing a short stick behind. Back there to work with Sigornis to try to get this Villanova defense to slough in a little bit so they get a little bit more opportunities up top.
And the first goal of the third quarter goes to Sigornis, his second of the game. Pioneers up by 2 once more.
This is a flamethrower. This is a nasty finish. Sigornis just as good with this right and left hand. Actually favors his left, and on that one just drops his stick down by the ground. Puts that up near side high. That is a filthy shot. And it's been really tough in the second half for Villanova to get them to extend to draw him out. You have someone that's so quick and shifty like Licata, but he hasn't been able to get anywhere because if he even does get a step, there's just another Denver defender just ready for him.
He's trying to let one go from the outside. Cleveland with another stop.
With a little deception, maybe a little leaner, lean one way, look a different way, and put that ball somewhere else. A little bit too much power for that close.
And a turnover from Denver. Opportunity. Malowski in front. He had it knocked away. How about the defense from Malley? And then that's awarded to the Wildcats. Mishner, Licata. Draws a triple team. It's knocked down, gets it to Gavin Mishner through traffic. Bounce shot, and it's in. Trims the lead to 1. Gavin Mishner, the freshman from Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, able to put that one in.
Great individual effort right here, just going right into the middle, gets that stick straight up and down, and he does throw a twister. As he's falling down, he keeps that stick straight over his head, and at the last second, he brings it back, so it does have a lot of spin on that ball, so when Cleveland's going for it, and he gets right on top of the crease, that's also a tough save to make.
60 on the shot clock as the Wildcats get things set up. Minute 45 to go, third quarter. Chance to even things up. Raymond's shot was stopped. Cleveland able to cover. Lucchese, Licata against Freehill. Double team comes, trying to fire one low. Goes all the way across. Newton will have it. 10 on the game clock. Colin Mishner in front to his brother, and the brotherly connection out of Philadelphia ties things up at 6. Older brother to younger brother, and Gavin's now put 2 in a row to even this score.
Coach Tierney used to always talk to us about vulnerable minutes, and it was always that last minute of every quarter that means so much for momentum of a game on that shot clock for all these possessions to try to find to see if something could open up.
With these two offenses, does that style, you think, favor one side or the other?
I think it does help Denver, just because if you start getting to that run and gun game, it allows a face-off unit to be a little bit more impactful.
Clark a little dangerous there, but Carlson able to meet the ball and get to it. Now he's looking for the feed in front. Malowski from the seat of his pants. It's Kelly who stings it home. Malowski able to get the pass off, and Kelly converts.
Coach Brown and Coach Metzbar are going to be clipping this offensive set to be shown to offenses for years to come. A great offensive set. They get a hard dodge down the alley. Carlson, who feeds that ball back up. And what a handle by Cody Malowski, who's normally the goal scorer, but today's been the one feeding people. Does a great job of getting that one more. And none of that play happens unless Mick Kelly absolutely stings it.
As both teams just have to deal with the adversity and get locked back in. The lights coming on. Licata goes low, and a sneaky move there to tie things up. Matt Licata, after being held scoreless throughout this game, ties things at 7.
Matt Licata, the preseason Big East first team selection, has struggled all day. And I don't even know, actually I take that back. I don't know if he struggled, just this DU defense has done such a great job on it with matchup wise and made it hard for him the whole time.
We are thankfully back to action. Mishner, one more to Raymond. Now they play it behind. Gavin Mishner there with a shot, gets deflected out. Cleveland the closest to it. Oh, and now they're going to overrule that. Overly.
Good defense by Overly there. Held strong, didn't give up that angle.
Lucchese lets one go, and Cleveland tracked it all the way. Wildcats get things set up. Link. Working there against Eldred. Now right in front, and how about the save from Cleveland?
What a save.
Colin Mishner on the doorstep.
Huge
all
save.
Alone. He's up to 13 stops.
Fun of that. That is an excellent save one-on-one.
Rising shot there. As Bose let that one go from the outside. Ball bouncing back on the field, so we got a momentary pause. Still plenty of time for the Wildcats and Licata here. He lets one go and scores. He scored 2 since the weather delay, and the Wildcats have the lead 8-7.
So it makes Licata so dangerous from that end line. He's so explosive, has such a fast, quick burst that when he comes out of that, able just to make that quick move, drives to his right, doesn't even really make a hard move, just dodges hard, pays the price when he takes that, but is able to get that near side high on Cleveland.
This one right on the doorstep. Cleveland again able to make a save. Flag comes out. Newton is still down.
In between the rain delays.
There's a look at the spin.
Awkward timing because as he's falling down, that's when Barnett's kind of getting there to make that play.
So Barnett booked for 2 minutes. Non-releasable. Licata's scored the 2 goals since the weather delay. This one, bounce shot from the outside, and it goes in. Dan Martin, the senior from Wall Township, New Jersey, puts that one in. 2-goal lead now.
Just a pretty simple John dump. Got the defense to rotate. Got it up to Martin. And Martin does a good job just using the earth, throwing that bounce shot, going high into that top left corner. A little aggressive and start taking some chances and pressing out.
That was Martin trying for number 2. Senior just put in his first of the season.
He's feeling it because that one had some heat on it.
Licata on the inside.
That's a big save.
Able to make
it's a big save.
How about 15 stops for the goalkeeper for the Pioneers?
but going to need some players to step up and make some big-time plays.
They're back to full strength. Here comes Kelly. Manning's got 2. Kelly's got 2. Zagornis with 2. Manning lets it go and buries one for the Pioneers. Makes it 9-8. His third of the game. He's got a hat trick. Now up to 21 goals on the season.
I like this possession because it touched so many different guys' sticks. They got that ball in and out. Mick Kelly does a great job of just transferring that ball. But the best part of this play, that is a beautiful screenshot by Noah Manning, kind of using that indoor system of using your guy who's covering as a screen for the goalie. Tough to ask for much more.
That one deflected. Lucchese lost it. And that one knocked down by Malowski. Davis has it for the Pioneers. Caldwell.
Move it. Move it.
Has that pass deflected. He gets it back, shovels one in. Oh my! Chris Caldwell, do you believe that?
What just happened? What just happened?
He tried to pass it.
He did. He tried. A great turnover. You give the ball to Cody Malowski on top of the crease. He gets kind of cuts himself into a bad spot on top of the crease. Can't finish it. They do a great job of riding that ball back. Twice he thinks that he loses that ball, picks it up on top of the crease.
Now gets it back out. Here's Kelly. 10 on the shot clock. Throws it inside. Manning trying to get free. He loses it. Shoveled up ahead. Tortolani fires one. Reset of the shot clock. This ball should not be just thrown down.
He picked it up.
And didn't it go off the pipe? Wouldn't that be a reset?
I don't know if it went off a pipe or a defender, but it looks like he picked it up and then just chucked it.
For the whistle stopping play. Here's another look at what happened. There's 7 seconds remaining.
It didn't make it all the way. It went off a defender.
This one thrown in front. Cleveland able to come up with it, and we are headed to overtime. As we go to overtime, Overly coming in. He's able to come up with it and has it checked away. So it's Villanova. Luke Casey's had a fine game. They've got the first opportunity. Pressure here from Freehill. Now he's retreating. Colin Mishner looking to get inside, fires and scores, and that will win it for Villanova. Possession goes the way of the Wildcats on the face-off, and they celebrate here after Colin Mishner hits the game winner